Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Liaquat Zaman. This is Roots of Knowledge, and I make videos for you guys to be able to understand the Arabic language better. Inshallah, this series is going to be very beneficial for you guys because we're going through classical Arabic poetry. Now, this series is called the Diwan of Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu, which means that the poems are attributed to him. He might have said all of them, he might not have said all of them, but the poems are filled with beneficial words and phrases and so much, inshallah, you are going to learn from this. Right, so let's start then. He says, Wallahi law عاش الفتى من دهره ألفا من الأعوام مالك أمره متلذذا فيه بكل هنية ومبلغا كل المنى من دهره لا يعرف الآلام فيها مرة كلا ولا جرت الهموم بفكره ما كان ذاك يفيده من عظم ما يلقى بأول ليلة في قبره. Allah. He says, Wallahi, by Allah, if lo Asha lived al-fata, a young man, min dahrihi, from his life, alfan, 1,000, min al-a'wami, of the years, malika amrihi, fully in control of his affairs, mutaladhidan, taking benefit or taking pleasure, fihi, in it, bikulli haniyatin, with every single sweet nice thing, wa mubalaghan, and reaching kullal muna, every aspiration and wish and desire min dahrihi, from his life, la ya'rifu al-alama, not knowing, not recognizing any sort of pain, fiha, in that life, marratan, even once, kalla, no, wala jarat al-humumu, and nor did worries and concerns flow bifikrihi, in his mind, ma kana dhaka yufiduhu, that will not benefit him, min uzmi ma, of the gravity of what yalqa, he will face, he will meet, bi awwali laylatin, with the first night, fi qabrihi, in his grave. Now let me know if you guys like me to translate it first before I go into an in-depth analysis of the words. Let me know in the comments, inshallah. What an amazing poem, isn't it? What a beautiful poem. He actually just builds this big picture and all of a sudden reminds you that the grave is going to come. So wallahi is an oath, a qasam. Law asha, asha ya'ishu, it means to live. The name Aisha as well is also from that name. It means someone who's living a very nice life. Al-fata, fata means a young man. Right? So this from the word futuwa, which means strength. And you've seen this in the Quran as well. Fityatun, the jama of fata. And fatat is the feminine version. So fatat is a girl, and fata is a boy, man. Min dahrihi, dahru has come many times in poetry. It means time and it means life as well. Alfan is 1,000, right? 1,000, alf, so mi'a and alf. Min al-a'wami, a'wam is the plural of am, which means year. You have other words for year as well, like sana is also used for year as well. If you know any other words for year, put it in the comments below. A'wam, so alfan min al-a'wam, malika amrihi. This is mansoob in Arabic grammar. It's nasab because it's a hal. Right, so it's hal. Malik is some fa'il. Malaka yamliku, to control and own something. Amr in the Arabic language is a very versatile word that you're going to come across, because this is a word that can be used for so many things out there. But we are not really concerned with all the meanings. We just want to know, what does it mean over here? Yep. Malika amrihi, the owner of his matter. Now Allah is also called the Malik because he's the Malik Yawmiddin. Right? So when you own something, it's like you have full control over it. Right? So you have control. So this guy, he says he is Malik whilst he is owning his affairs. Like no one else is in control of him. He's not a slave. He's not someone's employee. He is someone who is in control. Malik Amri. Mutaladhidan. Ladha, it means when you taste pleasure in your mouth. So there's ladha in this. And then this word is widely used for anything that you get pleasure from. Comes in many hadith as well. In the Quran, do you know any verse in the Quran doesn't come to my head at the moment, but if you do know any verse in the Quran where the word lam, zal, then put it in the comments below. So متلذذا, seeking pleasure or attaining, gaining pleasure. تلذذ from the bab tafa'ul. Right, so ladha yaludhu, it means this thing is ladhiv, it's nice and pleasurable and sweet. Mutaladhiv is to gain pleasure. بكل هنية. هنية is from the word hani. Hani, and Arabs use this word quite often. Hani and laka. So haniya is something which is really nice, something that you very much enjoy. So he says, Wallahi law ash al fata, if a fata was to live, if a young man was to live for a very, very long time, like 1,000 of the years, malika amrihi, owning his affair, mutalazzidan, gaining pleasure fihi, in that matter, whatever it is, bikulli haniyatin, of imagine all from A to Z, like we say, bikulli haniyatin, every type of haniya. وَمُبَلَّغًا كُلَّ الْمُنَى مِنْ دَهْرِهِ. And بَلَّغَ يُبَلِّغُ تَبْلِيغ, it means to reach, right? So to make something reach somewhere else, you say, this person بَلَّغَهُ, right? So like for example, the Quran, the word balagh is mentioned. It means something which is to be conveyed. So بَلَّغَ يُبَلِّغُ, مُبَلَّغ, it means to reach something. So مُبَلَّغًا, he will be made to reach كل المنى. Muna is the word from, you know, mana, from the same word yatamanna, right? So muniyatun, this is his munya. And then the muna is the plural. And then so tamanna, yatamanna, tamanniyan. Some people have heard this name as well. Some people call, especially in Asian communities, you have tamanna, a girl called tamanna. Yeah. So Mubalaghan, he will be made to reach kullal muna, every single, all forms of munya that he had in his heart. So he wanted to become a father, he became a father. He wanted to become a company owner, he became a company owner. He wanted to own this car, he owned this car. Everything, the Arabs say, he was made to reach his goals. He was made to reach his aspirations, min dahrihi, from his life. There's a nice expression that you can adopt in your Arabic writing as well. يعني you might say بلغت منيتي, كانت عندي منية فبلغتها. لا يعرف الآلام. آلام is pains, جمع of ألم. فيها مرة, once. كلا, كلا is used when someone says something and you say to them no, 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 no. Right? So in Arabic you say كلا. It's like Allah with emphasis. So كلا. Right? So كلا, no, no, this is not the case. ولا جرت الهموم. جرى يجري. Humum is the jama of ham, which means concern and worry. Fikr, obviously, is a thought process that takes place. تفكر يتفكر in the Quran as well. يتفكر في خلق السماوات والأرض. And ham in the Quran as well. وَهَمَّ بِهَا لَوْلَا أَن رَأَى بُرْهَانَ رَبِّهِ. So if you know where this word is in the Quran, put it in the comments below, inshallah. So jara yajri, the humum flowed with his fikr, alongside his fikr. So Arabs say this kind of statement if they want to say, like for example, a person's been concerned, worried about something, their mind is overwhelmed with this thought, right? So instead of saying overwhelmed, they'll say يجري هذا الهم بفكره. This matter is flowing around in his head. So ولا جرت الهموم. So this guy has never tasted, never recognized any pain in his life, not even once, nor has he ever had a life where he has ever been worried and concerned about something. ما كان ذاك يفيده. That will not afada yufidu, it means will not benefit him. لا يغنيه. من عزم, عزم, the gravity, the greatness. Yeah, so this is from the word azim, like Allah's name azim. Yeah, al-azim. So azam is also the bone as well. Bones are called azam as well. ما يلقى, لقي يلقى, to meet. بأول ليلة في قبره. أول is the first layla, the first night, في قبره, in his grave. So this is what we call a kinaya. What usually happens when a person is put in their grave, the first night is said to be the most terrifying night, if you're a bad person, that is. And a good, if you're a good person. So the first night in Arabs, different situations has different meaning. For example, the first night of marriage will be a very happy time. The first night in the grave, on the other hand, you're lonely, you're alone, you're going through all this. So he's saying basically, if you were to take a person who has experienced every pleasure in the world and he was to be put into the grave, that first night would make him forget all of these pleasures. None of these pleasures would be able to benefit you. And this is a very nice way of Sayyidina Ali saying to us that, listen, life is all nice and sweet and it can be as comfortable and pleasurable as you want. But remember, at the end of the day, if those things don't help you in the grave, what is the point of doing them? That's basically what he wants to say. Let me know the thoughts that come to your mind as well when you hear this point. طيب يقول والله يعني أنا أقسم بالله لو عاش الفتى لو كان إنسان بقي حيا من دهره من حياته 1000 من الأعوام، يعني 1000 سنة، 1000 سنة بقي حيا على وجه الأرض، مالك أمره، يعني أموره بيده، كل ما كان يحدث له طاقة عليه، غلب عليه، لا يمكن أحدا يغلب عليه، متلذذا فيه، يعني يحصل في كل شيء من حياتي بكل هنيئة، يعني بكل طيبة، بكل شيء جميل لذيذ، يحصل منه اللذة، يحصل منه الشيء الذي يفرح الإنسان، يسر الإنسان كل مسرة، ومبلغا كل المنى. وهذا الإنسان لو بقي 1000 سنة وكان يتلذذ وكان يحصل اللذة ويحصل الهناء وكل شيء، وبلغ كل ما كان يتمناه في حياته، كل ما يتمنى يحصل عليه كأنه في الجنة، ولا يعرف الآلام، يعني هو بتاتا لا يعرف، يعني لا يعلم ما هو الألم، لم يشعر بالألم على في جلده ولا في صدره ولا في رأسه ولا في رجله مرة، كلا لا ولا جرت الهموم، يعني لم يقع هم في دماغه في قلبه أبدا، ما هم بشيء، ما اهتم بشيء، ما غم بشيء، ما حزن. يقول ما كان ذاك يفيده، كل ما ذكرت لكم لا يفيده من عزم بسبب كبر، يعني حول ما سيجد، ما يلقى، ما يقابل بأول ليلة، أول ما يعني يوضع في القبر ويحال عليه التراب، فتلك الليلة التي يعني يشاهدها هو في قبره ينسى كل لذة في الدنيا. يعني سيدنا علي رضي الله عنه هنا يقول شيء جميل، يقول إذا كان الإنسان فعل كل ما في العالم من لذة وعيش وكذا 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 وما أفاده هذا في قبره ولا يوم القيامة، فماذا فائدة كل هذا؟ نعم، يعني كلام جميل جدا. ما رأيكم في هذا؟ يعني اكتب في تعليقات تحت إن شاء الله. جزاكم الله خير for this watching this all the way up to here. May Allah bless all of you. If you guys like my videos, please share them with others and hit the like, subscribe button and the bell button to keep yourself updated. I make live streams on Fridays and Saturdays usually, so you can ask me questions there. And if you want to become patron, you like the work that I do, you think that, I really want to support this project, please consider becoming a patron. You can give as small as £1 a month or $1 a month. And inshallah, whatever you want to give, inshallah, it's going to go towards me being able to produce these videos. Thank you to all our patrons as well. I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.